oči svoga svetosti pomoći bilotvorima koji će gledati i koji će gledati i njima se učiti na telesno spasenje i svaku pomoć u Hristu Isusu, Gospodu našem.
We also want to welcome Mr. William Carbo, the last living relative, the person who actually met Tesla. A special thanks to Momčilo Todorović from Worship of the Soul for his creative contribution. Your Excellencies, Ministers, Congressmen, members of the Parliament, members of the press, and Tesla friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I give a warm welcome to our host, Jane Elkhorn, the president of Tesla Museum at Radionica.
Dobar dan. President, Congressman, clergy, honored guests, dear friends, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Tesli Science Center at Wardenclyffe, I would like to welcome you to this very exciting day and to this historic site. I want to thank you all for being here, and our deepest gratitude to President Nikoli and the Republic of Serbia for this most generous and gracious gift. Thank you all so much.
Mr. Aleksandar Vlajković, the Deputy Director of Serbian Office for Diaspora, and the President of the Tesla, Mr. Vlajković.
I would like to welcome you here on behalf of the Government of the Republic of Serbia and its Office for Cooperation with the Diaspora and Serbs in the region, and the offices, Director Slavka Drašković, who is also present here today. I welcome you also on behalf of the Tesla Monument Organizing Committee and my Vice President Milomir Mandić, and those who helped us build this monument, especially Mr. Momčilo Todorović from the Art Gallery Workshop of the Soul, Dr. Milenko Dželetović and Natalia Jegbić, Executive Directors of Telecom, Mr. Jovica Božić from England, Velibor Vukašinović and Dragomir Jakšić from Yacht Airways are also here.
And to ignite our memories of Tesla, it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium Stefan Milenković.
So fortunate to achieve some of my ideals, it will be on the behalf of the whole of humanity. If those hopes would become fulfilled, the most exciting thought would be that it is a deed of a Serb who came to America. Yes, that's true. I was born Serbian, but I'm honored and privileged to live as Serbian American. My name is Nikola Tesla. Welcome to the future.
Thank you, Jack Dimich, for bringing Tesla to life. This was a marvelous performance. 23 years ago, our next guest convinced several ambassadors, U.S. congressmen, to sign the petition to establish Tesla Museum here at the Tesla Lab. Jane Elkhorn and William Terbo were also there. Simply speaking, Dr. Ljubo Vujovic is an embodiment of Tesla paradigm. After 50 years, to acknowledge him. Thank you, Ljubo.
In the name of Tesla Memorial Society, the oldest Tesla organization in North America, I salute this great event, this historic event, for unveiling Tesla Monument in Wardenclyffe, the place of the future where Tesla Scientific Center and Museum will be opened. We are grateful to the government of Serbia for this beautiful Tesla Monument. We are grateful to President of Serbia who came personally today to unveil the monument. Wardenclyffe is a symbol of Tesla's genius and his achievements and discoveries which changed the world. Many technological advances which we enjoy today came from Tesla ideas which are born here right in Wardenclyffe.
Our next guest speaker, the cartoonist, the blogger, Mati Mann, who came to the rescue in only 45 days, raised an incredible $1.37 million through the generosity of donors worldwide. Thanks to his original crowdfunding platform, Let's Build the Goddamn Tesla Museum, and innovating fundraising abilities, the Wardenclyffe Laboratory will be preserved forever. From Seattle,
So there's nothing I can tell you about Tesla that you don't already know. But I can tell you about hot sauce. There's this type of hot sauce in the United States called sriracha. No one can pronounce it. It's this weird sauce you can find everywhere. And people who like this sauce, it's almost like this secret handshake where you say, you like sriracha? It's like this sort of unspoken sauce that everybody loves. And I made a comic about it, and it kind of turned it into this whole other thing where it's not really a secret handshake anymore. And Nikola Tesla was exactly the same way in the United States. He was this man who, if you said, you know who Tesla is? I know Tesla. It was like you were in this club. Because unlike people like Benjamin Franklin or some of our other American heroes, he wasn't taught to anyone. So the goal with this property, for me, was primarily to build some sort of legacy or some sort of monument for Tesla, but more importantly, it was about bringing Tesla's character back to life. Even if we didn't get this land, even if it didn't work, I thought everybody's yelling Tesla's name, and that was kind of the goal. Unfortunately, it sort of ruined the secret handshake thing, and now I feel like in the United States, everybody sort of knows who Tesla is, but that's...
Mr. Professor Dejan Ilic.
It's not so easy for me to speak now. I tell you why. If I was 35 years ago in Belgrade, sitting in museum and looking many of different papers, I was screaming. And today, I'm coming maybe to cry. I'm here and I have opportunity to talk to the guy who inspired myself, maybe making the most important influence who started to study, and end of the day, I don't feel myself immigrant like Tesla.
In honor of Tesla's American citizenship, here is to perform the Shoreham Whiting River High School String Contest. Here in the neighborhood is a Stony Brook University. It's a very important partner for Tesla Museum at Worthington. We want to welcome Dr. Yakov Shamash, if he is here to address us. He said he's going to be a little late, but thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a very special honor for me today to address this gathering in honor of the innovative work of Nikola Tesla here at Worthington. Further, we are honored to have Serbian President Tomislav Nikolic with us today to mark this occasion, a beautiful country with warm and creative people. Nikola Tesla was a prolific inventor and was driven to discovery. Tesla applied detailed scientific research methods and principles to organize his work. He understood the value of capturing intellectual property, utilizing the patent process, and is the inventor in almost 300 worldwide patents. As a global recognition, the international unit of measure for magnetic flux density is called the Tesla.
It is a special honor today to introduce the representative to the United States Congress from the 1st District of New York, the district within which Worthington is located. Elected to Congress in 2003, Tim Bishop has been serving his constituents ever since. He's been a strong advocate for Brookhaven National Laboratory and for science, and has been one of the supporters of our goal of creating a museum and learning center dedicated to Nikola Tesla. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you Congressman Timothy Bishop.
Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you very much for coming out today, and thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you, and let me welcome so many of you here to the 1st Congressional District on behalf of the 710,000 people that are lucky enough to live here in the 1st Congressional District. I want to extend a particularly warm welcome to the President, President Nikoli, Madam First Lady, Mr. Ambassador, and your colleagues in the government of Serbia. I thank you for coming and making this wonderful occasion even more.
Marina Arsenievich is a winning pianist and a composer, having sold over 1 million music albums worldwide.
Lost to him and to us for a time. But just like the concrete and granite foundation that still exists, the memory of his genius and the hopefulness that he represents remain tied to this earth. Now, we know that Tesla's tower will not be built on this historic foundation, although a model may grace these grounds someday. But what will be achieved here is a fitting legacy to him. As the Science Center and Museum develop and become reality, his life and work will be remembered, his achievements recognized, and his genius will continue to be a source of inspiration for future generations. As embodied in the beautiful statue standing behind me, we and those who follow us will have a marvelous guide to follow as future generations discover him anew, learn from what he left us, and take up his work for the betterment of humanity and science. In The Electrical Engineer from June of 1888, it's reported that Tesla said, "What the result of these investigations will be, the future will tell. But whatever they may be, and to whatever this principle may lead, I shall be sufficiently recompensed if later it will be admitted that I have contributed a share, however small, to the advancement of science." I want to thank you all for being here, and our deepest gratitude to President Nikoli and the Republic of Serbia for this most generous and gracious gift. Thank you all so much.
Tesla came to America as an immigrant. He was what we call today a Serbian diaspora. The president of the organizational committee of Tesla Monument Inauguration is the man who knows the best about 3 million Serbs dispersed around the world